Another group of researchers believe they too have evidence of Bigfoot.
I consider the Skookum Expedition to be one of the most important expeditions in the Bigfoot-Sasquatch phenomena.
Alan Terry is a member of a group of Bigfoot researchers and wildlife biologists who in 2000 set out to a remote spot in the shadow of Mount St. Helens, Washington called Skookum Meadows to find evidence of the creature.
What led us to the Skookum Expedition site was a line of treetops that were snapped off as if in a trail.
Apes are known to break branches to mark territory to ward off other males. Encouraged that they were on the right track, they baited a trap for the beast. They set out apples in a large mud wallow, hoping to lure the creature in and leave footprints as evidence of its visit. It worked.
Some of the bait was taken, and a large impression was left behind in the soft mud. The impression looked like a large humanoid creature with very long flowing hair, and it was considerably heavy as it had left a very deep impression into the mud.
The imprint appears to be the lower half of the animal's body, painstakingly preserved with nearly 200 pounds of plaster. As the animal reached for the apples, the forearm, buttock, and lower legs sunk into the mud, and they found hair detail on all parts of the cast. But the most revealing detail was in a partial heel print. There were dermal ridges, the tiny lines that make unique fingerprints in all primates.
In Bigfoot research, we consider the Skookum cast to be one of the most important finds, probably second only to the Patterson-Gimlin film.
The Skookum cast was found in a valley called Skookum Meadows near Mount St. Helens, Washington, located 150 miles from Seattle in the Cascade Mountains, and 330 miles from where the Patterson footage was shot in Northern California. Paul Kane was a traveling artist, capturing scenes across the northwestern frontier in the 1840s. While in an area that is now Washington State, Kane made a journal entry describing Native American accounts of an ape-like creature they called Skookum. March 26, 1847. We arrived at the mouth of the Catalpoto River, 26 miles from Fort Vancouver. I stopped to make a sketch of the volcano, Mount St. Helens. Distant, I suppose, about 30 or 40 miles. This mountain has never been visited by either whites or Indians. The latter assert that it is inhabited by a race of beings of a different species who are cannibals and whom they hold in great dread.
They say that the Skookum is a giant. He is hairy. He eats people. They will not go where he lives.
Skookum means mountain devil, so it's something that's very scary, something you don't want to have an encounter with.